starting the stream now. How is everybody? Welcome. It's Division 3 time. Yeah. As always, interesting race, and as you know from Division 3, there is a short qualifying session. Not the full one, we know from the other divisions. Oh my god, I didn't mute my laptop, so I will have an echo. I think I fixed it. But yeah, as always in Division 3 short qualifying, we've got 16 drivers on the grid today. So not a full grid. And also some Division 2 guys hopping in, who will get disqualified, I think. I'm sorry for that. Who will get disqualified, I think, when they drive a 127 from the session, so they have to start from the back. Yeah. Really interesting. I like the short qualifying session. It just adds a little bit more spice to everything, and you can go full out from the beginning. Also Bahrain, very interesting circuit. Here we are in the garage. I think we're missing one Mercedes, we're missing one Renault, we're missing one McLaren, and we are missing, I think we're on one AlphaTauri. Yeah. And that's basically it. We see no one driving out yet. And then we see the first one at the back. I think that's an AlphaTauri driving out. That's Ice One. So let's just follow him. Ice One, one of the better standard Division 3 drivers. So because today we've also got standard Division 3 drivers and Division 2 drivers. And I think Ice one of the best who is driving only Division 3. So we'll follow him a little bit. He's also out on the medium. Tire strategies are always very important on this track, because starting on the medium grants you a big advantage. Yeah, starting on the medium grants you a big advantage on this circuit, because you can do medium hard and basically do one stop less than every other driver, because when you start on the soft you have to do a soft medium strategy. So everyone trying to set a fast time on their medium tire, like Ice One, who is the first car in the train. Yeah, so Ice One just starting his lap. I think the pole lap time on Division 1 was a 125, on Division 2 it was a 126, and let's see what the pole lap time here is gonna be. I'm expecting a mid 127 time. I think that's what we're going to see on the softs, but everyone's going full out. But we'll see. Ice One takes the turns very nicely. Maybe a bit too late on the throttle. Now we're approaching turn 4. Takes a bit too much inside curve there. Goes through that tricky, twisty middle sector. Could also take more curve on the outside there. So yeah. And Purgy's out of the session, what happened there? I just saw that on the minimap, what happened to him? Something happened, and there's also an Alfa Romeo that stopped in the last sector, in the last corner. No, he just stopped, I think. He can continue. Yeah, but Purgy out of the session. Yeah, he's definitely continuing, but I don't know what he's doing there, to be honest. as Ice One and Seffi are the first guys to set times. Seffi on the softs with a 128.1 and Ice One on the mediums with a 128.9. So we're currently on board with our championship leader, as Immortal sets the new fastest time with a 127.6. Yeah, currently on board with Chappie, who is one of the faster drivers. He drives basically standardly in Division 3, but also Division 2, and he's currently the championship leader with 2 wins in the last 2 races. So really good. And we see what his lap's gonna be. At 128.4. And you see he had to decelerate there a little bit so he doesn't get disqualified. And then Burrito on P2 right now. Here we see Alex. I think he will just start the hot lap. He also reserved in Division 1 yesterday. And I think he also got himself points there, if I remember correctly. I watched the race, but I forget everything. Oh, I spun out of last turn. That will put an end to his lap and the tires are flat spotted. As we follow Scrolled. Just starting a hot lap on the medium tires. What's happening with my control stick? I don't know. And now Scrolled already 9 seconds ahead. I don't know why we still got that lap in the bottom there. But we have helmets again. If you remember last race yesterday, in the broadcast, my game glitched out all the drivers' helmets and hats. And now we've got them, so that's some environment. It looks way better with hands on steering wheel. As we only got 11 minutes left in the session, more than 1/3 already gone. And we are seeing Scrolled rounding the final turn. Let me see what his medium lap's gonna be. If he's finishing it, he's not finishing it. Oh, he's finishing it, it's okay. But he also has to decelerate. It goes P8. Do we have anyone there? Alex on a hot lap as well. Spun out. No, that's not a hot lap. We're following Gresco through the last sector. And I'm saying hello to everyone who just joined. You didn't miss much. It's just qualifying. The most exciting part is the race. It goes into the pits. There's no one on a hot lap right now. Everyone's on his out lap or on a slow lap. No, Lucifer did set lap yet. The only Renault driver who's in the race today misses the apex on turn 1. Not a good start to his lap, but goes well through the first sector, through the second and third turn. Now approaching turn 4. And takes the apex very good. Just goes a little bit over the line. Nice one. It goes purple the first sector, although he missed that apex on the first turn. Right now approaching turn 8 it is, I think. or turn 7, one of them. I can't memorize turn numbers. I'm very bad at that. I think that is turn 8 and 9 right now. So that was turn 7, and he brakes too late for turn 8 and 9. Still gonna finish this lap, I think, although he lost a lot of time. Might be better than one or two other laps, but that's too slow. We also have to look out if someone gets disqualified for being too fast, because I don't actually know how fast you're allowed to be as a Division 2/1 driver. I don't know that. There was a lot of discussion. I saw something about 128 times and 128 5 times, so maybe if Andre is in the chat, you could tell me. That would be a nice thing. Yeah, Lucifer just finishing his lap. 128.7 goes P6. Also on the soft tire. Ice one still the fastest on the medium tire. It's water just through turn 11 and 12. I think it's turn 11 and 12. I should open myself a map of the Bahrain circuit with turn numbers. That would be helpful. Yes. Approaching turn 4 on these videos, and there's also a lot of people in the front going for another lap. Like to see that Chappie already approaching turn 4. It goes way too wide out that turn. Now approaching the fast S curves 5, 6 and 7. I'm going towards turn 8. You might see tires locking there, but I think Chappie is driving with ABS. I think that's the thing. Down turn 9 and 10. Now with the DRS wide open, he approaches turn 11. And we only got 6 minutes remaining in this session, so we see a lot of drivers out there. As Chappie just has a purple middle sector, and we see what that lap's gonna be, what he has now. Oh, he just goes out of the way, the Renault. But that was close. And that's a 127.9, and I think that is too much. I think Chappie has to disqualify himself. But yeah, if someone could tell me, that would be an awesome thing. Because I am not entirely sure. Yeah, there's already some discussions going on with drivers like Burrito having to disqualify themselves because they are too fast. We've got Danny Kwiat driving with us. I think that's a glitch. I think that's where's the cash? As Kieran goes 4th fastest. As Lucifer is out, what happened? And Phone Range also joins. And he's also gonna pick a car. I can't tell Burrito to this queue. I'm sorry, Andre. I can't do anything about that because I'm not in the voice chat with the guys. I mean, I can have a look if he sits in the league voice with the other guys. But yeah, I don't know. Nope. Well, turns out Burrito's not in the party with the other guys. That was the thing that could have been, but yeah, I would have told him to disqueue if he was there, but I can't do anything. Oh, he already disqueued, okay. I'm sorry then, I didn't see that. So starting last from the grid. Who is Danny Kviat? Is Danny Kviat, where is Fakash? I think it is because I think I will have the infamous name glitch again because he joined during the race for me. But we'll see in the race. Only 2 minutes remaining. Everyone who wants to set another lap time has to go out again. I can tell Chappie actually that he has to disqualify himself because he's in the party there. Hey Chappie,
yeah.
I have to tell you, you have to disqualify yourself, you are too fast.
Okay.
Yeah, just set to do that. Yeah, I just told Chappie. Yeah, sorry that you didn't see pictures for a hot minute because I had to do some stuff to the drivers to disqualify themselves because they were sitting in the party and I was actually able to do that. But yeah, one point for Morton now, fought in the fight for pole. Maybe Mage, Immortal can do something about the pole time from Mage. Yeah, I don't know if you saw that, Andre, but I went into the voice, in the party voice with Chappie, and told him he has to disqualify himself. And yeah, he doesn't do it, so I can't do more than that. Andre, I'm sorry. Yes, session ends. That's Immortal. He crosses the line. And it's second for F1 Immortal. And now is Seppi going to make anything to challenge Paul? He's got someone, I think, wins, who already went into the goal, right behind on his tail. Let's see if Seppi can do something to go up into the better positions. goes to wide there. X in the entry of turn 11. There goes to turn 12 and 13. And I think he's just not fast enough. He will not make a better position. And yeah, he already slows down. To let through the waves of Alex. As he crosses the line and he finishes. Yeah, we've got Mage starting on pole for McLaren, Immortal on P2, Kieran on P3, Alex P4, Chappie P5, but if I see the chatty correctly, Chappie will get disqualified from the race as well as TS Alex in 4 and 5. And then we've got Seffi in 6, Brian in 7th, Gresco in P8, Lucifer in P9, Ice1 in 10, Filippo, Noxer, Water, I think that AlphaTauri is West for Cash at P14. But yeah, let's go. Yeah, but I'm really sorry, Andre, that I can't do anything about that. I think the one without name is Where's for Cash, isn't it? Because I don't know. Yeah, time runs out, everyone is choosing their strategies. And I actually don't see Chappie out championship leader. Did he just disqualify himself? Or did he just leave the lobby? Because I don't see him. Or am I just blind? No, he's still in the race, okay. Yeah, we're on board with Mage during the formation lap. As always, as I did in the last few races, we will talk a bit about track characteristics. We go approaching turn 1, heavy braking zone. You drive that in second gear, and then we've got an interesting combination with turn 2 and 3, which are really fast, and there's a lot of overtaking opportunity. We're approaching turn 4 now, which is, I think, slightly uphill. There's also interesting track limits. I think everyone should know the track limits by now after the real life race this week or last week. Then we're going through the S turns 5, 6, 7. Also very interesting here. Then up down the hill, turn 8. You have to brake a little bit earlier than normal for that. And you will also see tail lifting up. Now we've got one of the key parts of the track, turn 9 and 10. Heavy braking zone, where you go into second or first gear, and you will see a lot of drivers locking up their tires or the brakes there because it's very hard. Then you've got the third gear straight on this track, approaching turn 11. Turn 11, an interesting turn, and then we've got turn 12 and 13. On turn 12 you don't want to touch the curb on the inside because that will immediately spin your car out because everything steps out, and you also don't want to drive on overtake there. Yeah, and then we're just approaching the last two turns on the track, which are really fast turns, and that's the lap of Bahrain. Chat, do you think we will see a driver spinning out at turn 13, at turn 12, on the inside curb? Do you think that's a thing that will happen or not? Yeah, we just see the drivers going in formation, Bugmasters with their good game again, everyone driving through each other with ghosting. Yeah, just everyone formatting for the race. So you think definitely one will spin out at turn 12? Yeah, that's what I think as well. I think we're just waiting for the last drivers to settle on the grid. Yeah, we've got almost everyone right now. We've got 5 red lights. And the race is underway. Mage has no good start, but the Williams next to him just has a really good start. He's already passed F1 Immortal. And there's a bit of touching there, but I think everyone came through it. Kieran had a lightning start already in P2. And there's the yellow, there's a bit of contact there at the back. And I think I saw Williams and I saw the McLaren of phone range, if I saw that correctly, having a bit of contact there. And there's the other yellow in sector 1, but everyone came through as safely that we don't have a safety car in that one. Oh, there's the McLaren spinning around and going on the track back, and that was really close. So Mage, away from the pole, had a spinner out of turn 4. So not as well as he would have hoped. Yeah, so right now on board with Safi for the lead against Kieran. They are just approaching the turn 11, 12, 13 segment, the combined turn segment. As Chappie, what happened to him? I think he got himself disqualification from the race, but yeah, we see the two Williams just fighting there. And Alex is through on Tears and Burrito. And there was the Ferrari flying off the track, and that's Pergy out of the session. Was that the curb on turn 12? And we've got a virtual safety car. And Kieran gets himself the first penalty because he wanted to pit and was too fast. Yeah, pitting on a virtual safety car, a nice thing if you have damage. And now we've got broken positions again, so don't have a look at the position meter, because Lucifer is not leading, as you see. As Safi, one of the people who was at the front, gets himself a drive-through penalty, because he was too fast on a virtual weight safety car. The leading car now has to stop within the next 3 laps. We have a look at the winners and losers of the start. One of the winners definitely being Safi and Brian, making up 5 places, and also Water making up 7 places, and Noxer making up 5 places. But we've also got a few losers. One of them being Chappie, who went down 10 places. Is Chappie actually on AI, or why is he getting overtaken by everyone? I will have a look at that on board with Kieran. Yeah, it looks like Chappie's just an AI, because he got DQ from the race. So yeah, very disappointing for him. As we got the yellow in sector 1, and I think that is the Haas of Water. Let's see if he has damage. Oh, almost hitting the wall. Yeah, he's missing his right side end plate off the front wing. And so we've got, I think that's West for Cash right behind him. We'll have an easy time getting past the Haas. Yeah, just approaching. Oh, you don't want to try a move there, that's super dangerous. What is he doing there? Just driving off track. But he's just up the tail of him. And there's a safety car, a full course safety car. I don't know what happened, but something has happened. Perry left leading the session, but that's okay, he was already out of it. So every soft starting car will definitely use that to go on a set of mediums, so they only have one stop left. And Kieran Barr going up a few positions now. He will be annoyed about himself. I also see some people going for the hard tires, so maybe wanting to finish the race on that compound, but that's a hard thing to do, a soft hard on that track. But yeah, Brian in P2, that's also really good for him. Yeah, so interesting situation during the safety car. I want to remember you what happened last time we had a safety car in Division 1, because there actually one of the favorites for the win went out because of the safety car, because he swerved out of the last turn to keep heat into his tires, and one ran right into the back of him and just took him out. So let's hope that something similar like that happens this race, but looks like it's a normal safety car, which will stay out another lap. Or else we will have got the notification that the safety car comes in. Because they're still waiting for a few drivers to arrive in the train. And Steffi goes to the pits to surface pit stop, I think, and not for his drive-through penalty. And yeah, let's see what tire he chooses. He goes for a set of medium. Interesting. And all of that trouble put Where's Fakesh from the last position on P5, gaining 13 places. Now that's a strong performance. There's a broken car like that in every race, isn't it? A car that has that RPM thing. So I have to memorize that we should not follow scrolls during this. As there's a collision at the back during safety car, giving one of them a penalty. And Safi gets wing damage from that collision. He also has a drive-through penalty he has to serve next lap. And now he's got wing damage. I think he's out of the race, except if there's another safety car after that. Yeah, waiting for Brian to back up the field so he can do a chill race restart. But he's not doing it short race restart. He's now on full speed again, and we've got a green flag. That restart was not the goal of Brian though. He might get attacked by X1 on the straight. Not close enough. But there is a battle going on between Burrito and Scroll, I think. Scroll right up the tail of Burrito. Oh, and then we've got the battle for the lead. Into turn 4. Is Iceman going to make a move against Brian? No, Brian defends very nicely, but Brian goes a bit too wide there. Iceman might get a chance, but in the middle sector there is almost no chance for overtaking someone. Going to 5, 6, 7 now, approaching turn 8. Brian also goes a little bit off wide there, misses the apex. Iceman still up his tail. Might get himself a chance on the ride to turn 11. Now down turn 9 to 10. Oh, he almost hit Brian in the back. So he won't have a chance on that straight. Both drivers are in overtake ERS. But Iceman is riding the throttle under braking. I just saw that. That's not good for the engine or for your throttle. And there's another yellow, and that's the Mercedes of Kieran, I think. And where's Takesh? So Kieran, I think that's all into turn 12. Kieran gave himself a lot of floor damage. But Brian, not really able to pull away from Iceman. He is a little bit faster, he is able to defend himself on the straights, but as soon as Iceman gets the DRS, he will have a big chance. Yeah, Iceman really close behind Brian there. This time he gets a better exit out of 10. On the overtake ERS, Brian on the overtake ERS as well. But it's not going to quite make a move into 11. But he's so close behind. As soon as the DRS is enabled, which will be next lap I think, there will definitely be the chance. Also purple in the second sector, so he's definitely faster than Brian. Takes that turn out as good as Brian, so definitely won't have a chance on the start finish straight. But we see Alex is so close behind Noxer. We will watch that battle. He will definitely get his chance on the start finish straight. He's coming closer and closer. Goes for the inside. Noxer for the outside. Will he be passed by the turn? Yes, he will. So Alex up into P6. Noxer not able to counter that move. But Iceman now has the DRS on Brian. Not quite enough, but on the start finish straight there will be action. I hope there will be action. So Alex, right off the tail of the next guy in front of him. That's Immortal, who has no DRS to anyone in front of him. As you just see Alex setting the purple first sector, so he's really fast. And locks up his tire down to 8. Oh, looks like Iceman made this mistake because the gap just increased. And now Iceman has to defend from Burrito. The Williams driver doing a really good job up at P3. Yeah, Brian just gave himself a good gap. And now the two guys behind him are going to start a fight. Burrito is just up the tail, that's 4 tenths. And he will have the DRS down the main straight. Iceman already orients himself to the inside, but Burrito with the DRS wide open, it's way faster. Goes up the back, sitting in the gearbox of Iceman. He goes for the inside, Iceman for the outside, and they're side by side in the first turn. But looks like Burrito made the move, but is Iceman going to be able to try a switchback against him? Or maybe you move in turn 4. No, he's just too far away for that. So now Burrito sits good in the DRS of Brian. If he can maintain that, he will also have a chance against Brian in the next lap, but doesn't look like he will have the chance now. But we touch the Where's Fakesh and Mage look like they have a battle for their own as well. They're side by side in the middle sector. Looks like Where's Fakesh has the upper hand to our pole sitter. We just see Kieran right up the back of Chappie through the middle sector. Those guys having a nice battle for P15. Yeah, just Kieran so close behind him. It goes for the outside, the way to turn 9 and 10, and he's done it. He made the move against Chappie. But Chappie right now might have the DRS, so might be able to launch a counter attack. Kieran breaks a bit too late and has to go on the curb. Chappie right now with the DRS right behind the Mercedes, but he's too slow for that. As we just see Where's Fakesh. And that's Mage, and he's out of the session. And we've got a virtual safety car, and it looks like he slammed himself into the wall. That looks similar to the thing that Mazepin did in real life. Yeah, virtual safety car. Now would be perfect timing to pit for medium starters to go on hard tires. It would be a few laps too early, but that's definitely something you can make. If they are... No, the medium starters are not pitting yet. I think that's the medium starters. No, it's not. Oh, Scroll almost spins it. And there's another yellow in sector 2, and that's the other McLaren of phone range, having spun out of turn 10. As we just see the battle, this is for the lead. TSM Burrito just behind Brian. Is he going to have a chance? Into the next corner. No, he's not, but he's really close behind. Brian, one of the best defenders in the league. He is really good at maintaining his position. But Burrito is just so close, and he's definitely faster than Brian, but he's not able to make the move. Look how fast he is. Yeah, but Brian is giving himself a gap that Burritos is not in the DRS window of him, so really good opportunity for him. But now we're following Gresco on board, who's right up the tail of Lucifer. Right up the tail of the Renault. Doing a really good job here, P7 and P6. Goes a little bit too wide off that turn, but that might still be fine. But yeah, Gresco on the past tire. Looks like he's not gonna make a pass very soon. Because Lucifer is too fast for him. As we're following Burrito again, and there's yellow in sector 3, that's phone range, out of the session. I want to see what happened there. And that does look like he retires on the track. And that's a full course safety car. So, guys who started on medium tires will now snap their fingers in excitement because they can do their free pit stop now and go for the hard tires on the safety car. That's definitely a thing I would consider if I started on mediums. And we will have an onboard look with Brian and see if that's what he does. Oh, Scrolls gets himself a drive-through penalty for being too fast. And Safi also out of the session. And Scrolls, yeah, I think we had that already. Yeah, Brian making the pit stop, Burrito making the pit stop, and all of that put Immortal in the lead, but Immortal also has to stop again. But Immortal allowed to do the safety car restart. So we've got the first people swimming, but we're still waiting for a lot of guys. Because Kieran is just in turn 9 and 10 and the safety car is already in the middle sector. So safety car will be for, I guess the restart will be end of lap 15. Maybe 14, but I think 14 is TT. And we almost got half the race over. Guys, who surprised you the most during this race by now? What was your thing that you found the most surprising? Yeah, as expected, safety car not coming in lap 13. But yeah, I think it will be just until end of lap 14. I can't imagine it doing two more laps. Because the tires will get all cold of the drivers. We've also got a few people on fresh softs, so those guys on 2 soft strategies. I actually see now that Brian is on soft tires. So Brian driving 2 soft, although he started on mediums. Very interesting. Yeah, we've got a few people on fresh softs, fresh mediums and fresh sharps, which is very interesting. But I don't have a lot to say during safety car periods, which is really not so cool thing. We can talk about positions gained and positions lost. And here we see that Burrito is actually 12 places up to where he started, which is very solid, nonetheless. And really interesting. Yeah, I think safety car will come in this lap, although Kieran is still on the start-finish straight. I think it will come in. Because the safety car normally doesn't wait for one car. One of the big losers of the start is Kieran. And the safety car is actually going to stay out another lap. And obviously one of the big losers of the start is Kieran, who dropped 12 places. Yeah, 11 places. Starting in the second row of the grid. And also Chappie, but I think he got himself a disqualification because he went too fast. Yeah, I think safety car will definitely come in this lap. Yep, and that's what it is there. Safety car is in at the end of this lap. So the guys are just waiting for a safety car to come in. F1 Immortal is gonna back up the field a little. Am I the only one who does not know how to do a good trip safety car restart, because I never have been in that position? Yeah, for the model. Good restart from him. But Burrito just overtaking Brian back there, I think. Yeah. Oh, and they're free wide. The two Williams and Brian, and maybe also Icewater is in the mix behind them. Oh, and there's a bit of collision there. And Alex is through in P2. And Brian lost out a little. He's in P2 again, and he's side by side with Alex there. And that's a Ferrari going a bit wide there. And there's a lot going on, but Brian stays second. And Lucifer's past Scrolls. Now we're in lap 16, so not a lot to go in the race, less than a half. And Brian's up the tail of Immortal. Is he going to be able to take the position? Brian way faster than him because he has the soft tires equipped, and Immortal is on mediums, so Brian definitely has an advantage there. And he is able to attack him out of turn 13 already, because he's just so much faster than. And now on the start finish straight, He's gonna have a real chance, but he has no ERS to play with. But Brian, just up the tail, goes for the inside, Immortal for the outside, and Brian is just through. Immortal can't hold him. And if Brian can actually make it to the end with those soft tires, that would be a miracle, that would be really good. As we've got a few people pitting at the back, likes of Chappie, Fakash and Scrot. Yeah, some really interesting stuff going on. But yeah, Brian passed F1 Immortal already almost 2 seconds ahead of him. That's really strong. But yeah, we should look at the back. Alex just is up the tail of Ice One. They are just really close behind each other. Going to 12 and 13 now. Oh, and that's Filippo forcing his way through on TSL Burrito in turn 12. And Burrito gets forced out a bit by Lucifer, and there's side by side. There's also a bit of side by side going on between Gresco and Kieran. And Noxer is actually up in P2 now because Immortal goes in the pits. Is he serving a drive-through penalty? Is that a thing? Now he's going into the pits to pit. And there's a lot of stuff going on and I love it. And Brian already 3.8 seconds ahead. If he can keep this pace up, it's gonna be really good for him. And I just want to have a look at these guys to see if they are on AI or something. But yeah, Brian really fast there. And there's the little DRS train from 4th to 8th. Everyone is really close behind each other and we're just riding onboard with Kieran because we got the best view on his onboard. Having the DRS down the back straight. And all 5 there. Now going through 11, 12, 13. A nice turn combination, I said it a lot of times. That's one of my favorite turns, fast turns on any circuit. Oh, and that's Lucifer trying to move on the inside, but not quite makes it. As Kieran already has no ERS on this lap remaining. Which is not good, but yeah. Alex, second one in the train, has the best position because he's right off the tail of Filippo. Filippo will not have the DRS down the main straight. So, Alex able to try and move. Alex goes for the outside, Filippo for the inside, and makes the move. Is Lucifer also able to attack Filippo? No, he's not quite. But Alex makes the move, and Filippo right behind him. But Filippo is going to have to watch out for Lucifer right now. Or Lucifer is going to have to watch out for Burrito. That's a brilliant battle between those 5 guys, really clean. And Burrito just side by side with Lucifer. Those guys are incredible. I love it when people can race that good with each other. But yeah, now the group goes a bit on the shot. Oh, and Alex locks up. Oh, and there's the front wing flying. That's a piece of Lucifer's front wing. Alex locked up, and Filippo got past, and Lucifer thought it was his time too. Turns out it wasn't, and he loses a piece of his front wing. He has to pit now again, I think. No, he actually tries to stay out on the mediums with a bit of front wing damage. And they're now going down the main straight. Lucifer on the inside. Is he going to be able to try 2 moves in the first turn? Yes, he is. Lucifer up in P3 now. because one in front fitted. Ice one by Lucifer. Getting counter-attacked by Alex. They're side by side. Lucifer goes off the track. And Alex still next to him. Alex now down the inside of him into turn 4. And Alex is through. And now Filippo also sees his chance against Lucifer. And they're side by side a little, but he pulls out of that because the program have been good. Oh, and there's contact there. And that's Lucifer and Filippo. Filippo spinning out. Lucifer spinning out because he gets hit by Filippo on his rear tire. It was a good battle, but it isn't anymore. And Kieran got the inside line against Burrito, but Burrito gonna slow down a bit because I think he will have the DRS down the main straight. I don't think that's the smartest move of Kieran to overtake there, because Burrito is right behind him and he has the DRS. No, Burrito pits because he got wing damage, but he will go on the set of soft tires now, I believe. So he is definitely the fastest then. And Brian is just really fast in the league of his own. And yeah, we will see how he does. We will see how he does. Because he's on the softs and those softs will definitely break apart a bit, I think. Yeah, but we see Kieran right at the tail of Alex. He will have the DRS. Down the back straight. So we're actually following Water now, who just got overtaken by Gresco. And Gresco, I think, on the medium tires in front of him. No, they're both on the hard tires. So on equal rubber. As Noxer and P2 pits. Does he have the wing damage? I don't know. But he goes for another set of softs. So definitely finishing the race on that. Oh, and that's Kieran Barr against TS Alex. They're side by side through turn 1. But Kieran is through. Oh no, Alex has the counter move and he has the inside for the next turn, but Kieran is through. Now Alex will have the chance with the DRS on the next straight. But he's too far back. Kieran taking P2. As Iceone just set the new fastest lap. Not a lot to say right now. I'm just impressed with what happened and what crazy thing Brian is doing here. He almost has an entire stop gap to Kieran, which is crazy to think about. But I think he's 19 seconds ahead, even if his tires almost break apart. If he's 2 seconds slower than Kieran Barr a lap, he will still make it to the victory. So controlling the race, only himself could take him out now. And that's, I think, not what he's looking to do. As we see Burrito up the tail of Ice One. So Burrito definitely faster than Ice One on fresh softs, way faster than the old mediums that Ice One is on. Oh, I just see Noxer, the gap between Noxer and Felipe is like non-existent, and Noxer is past Felipe, and he's also attacking Gresco in the first turn, but he's not going to be able to do that. But Gresco goes a bit wide through the first turn combination, and Noxer is side by side with him, but Gresco has the DRS. No, he has not the DRS actually. But that's Filippo, who is side by side with Gresco now, but not quite makes it. As Ice One and Burrito are battling, Burrito getting past Ice One and forcing Ice One off the track. Ice One with the DRS now, able to launch counter attack into 4 on the inside, but he's too slow. I think that's the running theme, that people are too slow to launch counter attacks in turn 4. As we've only got 5 laps remaining as Brian crosses the line. Going up from 6th to now being 1st as Noxer gets past Alex. So his strategy already paying off. He will also be able to get past Kieran, but not past Brian, I think. He's 2 seconds behind Kieran. So that would be a possibility. But he has to watch out for the attack of Alex there, because Alex is already past. It's not a smart move to overtake on that straight heading to 14 and 15. Yeah, Noxer just up the tail of Alex. Yeah, go Kieran. Kieran doing a really good job there in second. And every lap that Alex gets to hold off Noxer, it's another lap that Kieran stays unattacked in P2. So not too bad for him. Oh, and Noxer through at turn 8 goes through because Alex locked up a bit. But Noxer already up the tail of Kieran. Not having the DRS yet, but he will definitely have it on the next straight. Oh, that's super close. Oh, that was really close. Alex is out of the session? Is his car driving on AI right now? As Noxer is past Kieran on the second straight again, but that's not the smartest move to do, because Kieran can now maybe launch a counter attack into 1 because he has the DRS and a better exit, and he also has soft tires, so the tire difference is not that big. But yeah, Kieran too slow to launch a counter attack against Noxer, but Noxer will also be too slow to catch Brian with only 4 laps remaining. But Kieran definitely has the chance to take himself a podium in this race, because he got Gresco 2 seconds behind, who is on old hards. as Kieran goes into the pits for another tire. And he got 5 seconds penalty, so Kieran maybe not even gonna score points today. That's sad. I thought he might have a chance for a podium, but doesn't seem like he has. But now Gresco got Filippo for company. Filippo's tire is about 6 laps older than the ones of Gresco, so he should be slow, but he's definitely not. And that's for the podium now. As Filippo gets past Gresco quite easily. I want to have a look at penalties. Yeah, Filippo has 8 seconds worth of penalties, while Gresco has only 3. So Filippo has to give himself a 5-second gap, which will be really difficult to do. Yeah, that will be hard for Filippo to give himself 5 seconds. Gresco right now having the DRS, coming closer and closer to Filippo, but he has no needs to attack him because of the penalties, and he sees the penalties in the game, because that's the thing, they added updating this game. So he should just sit in the DRS train of him and let himself get pulled. But that's not what's happening. Because if he drives like that, he's risking some damage and he's throwing away a podium. And that's not what he wants to happen. As we just see Lucifer up the tower of water. And he makes a move down the hill through 9 and 10. And can he make it stick? But I think Water is not close enough to launch a counter attack even with the DRS. And Lucifer is in the fresher softs. And we are approaching the last lap. Brian just going through the first 2 turns. And I think we really want to give him this victory lap. Because I don't think there are any more exciting battles forecasting in the back there. Brian, yeah, was a really solid race of him. He dominated it. He really dominated it after the second stint. That was a genius strategy to go for the soft tires. And now we're just giving him his victory lap. The battle between Immortal and Ice One is not going to be that important because Ice One has penalties and Immortal doesn't. So Immortal will definitely get that position from Ice One. As Brian just approaches 11, 12, 13, he has to take no risk to 12 and to spin him out. He can stay off the curb as much as he wants. He has 15 seconds margin to Noxer and P2. And that's crazy. Brian, just rounding the final turn, lapping the Williams of Alex, rounding the final turn, and he wins the Bahrain Grand Prix! As Alex finishes 12th, and then we just see Noxer rounding the final turn. And there's the yellow! And that's the Williams of Burrito, spinning. So he loses points with that. Oh, and there's a collision between. Oh, and he spins again. I think that was a collision between him and was that worse for Cash? And now he's just taking himself out. Okay. Yeah. F1 Immortal claiming that podium. With Brian Noxer, with Immortal, Filippo, Gresco, Lucifer, Ice One, Water, Kira just finishing, but in P9 and Scott gonna get P10. So all points that we will see who claims 1 point from the fastest lap. Yeah, Burrito has the fastest lap, but he's not gonna claim the point. So I think the fastest of the top 10 gets it, which is Lucifer. And yeah, ending the session. Was a really interesting race. Congratulations to Brian for winning that. Was a really good one. My driver of the day was definitely Brian. Yeah, you see the podium, well deserved. Also the rest of the podium is well deserved. With Noxa making a really strong drive. I think he started a lot at the back. Yeah, good racing everyone. That was a really interesting race. Not a lot of incidents happening on track. So that's what I like personally, if everything is clean. Not like in Division 1 where we had a million crashes. Yeah, we've got Brian claiming the win from P7, Noxa claiming P2 from P12, and Filippo claiming P4 from P11. Remarkable drives of these guys. Immortal rounding up the podium. Was a really good race. I hope you enjoyed it. The next race on this channel is gonna be the Division 2 race on Thursday, I think, in 3 days. We're racing in Belgium, I think, so super interesting. The commentary for that will be done by Peter again. And I will commentate for you the Division 1 race and Division 3 race next week on Friday and Saturday. I hope you enjoyed it. I will end the stream now and I hope you have another nice day. Bye.